Boy, oh boy, I don't know if I know how to do a YouTube video anymore, but what is going on, guys? It's been a hot minute since I've been on YouTube, and I kind of just wanted to talk about some screenshots that ANAREA have posted and a little bit about what the devs have told me thus far. So the screenshots are on screen now. I'm sure if you're in their Discord or follow them on Twitter, you've probably already saw them, but I just wanted to showcase them if you haven't seen them already, and I think they look really good. They've shown me a lot more screenshots than this. This is just the public screenshots. I obviously can't show the screenshots that I've been shown. They're actually really nice. They showcase a lot of the buildings, the houses, the cars in the streets, stuff like that, the towns. I've seen a lot of different things, but like I said, I can't show them right now, NDA type stuff. But the environment kind of reminds me of PUBG mixed with a little H1. I mean, the houses in it look quite a bit like H1, but the buildings and the crates and stuff, that gives me a PUBG type feel. It looks a lot like PUBG's map. And I have seen some gameplay. I haven't seen a ton, but I have seen some gameplay of it. It is a little outdated gameplay. The guy that showed it to me did tell me it was a little outdated, but I'm just saying that it looks really good. I did not see gunplay, however. It was just movement and walking around inside of a like factory type place, but it looked good. I'm just saying that. Obviously, some people are a little skeptical that the game will even release because they have had to delay it, but the corona and all that did make it kind of hard for them to get it out on time. Obviously, we have seen this with battle royales in the past. If you guys remember Paladins Battlegrounds that was supposed to come out. Paladins did come out, but I'm pretty sure it died immediately, kind of like Cuisine Royale and Radical Heights, Islands of Nine. The list goes on and on of the failed battle royales that we've had since H1. But we're not here to talk about a failure. We're here to talk about ANAREA, and we're hoping that it will not be a failure because I really would like to have a game to actually play. The only thing that I've been playing for like 6 months now is Counter-Strike retake servers, and that's not even that often. PUBG dying off each day. It is going down and down with players, and there's really no battle royale that just focuses solely on aim. I mean, obviously we have Warzone right now, which is pretty big, but I mean, it's got a lot to do with how you play the map, and it's not solely an aim game, and this is more of a fast-paced aim game like H1 used to be. Obviously, there's Apex Legends, but it has all the characters and different abilities and stuff like that. But back when we had Islands of Nine, they had about everything going for them. On the day that it released, they had all the big streamers about to play. They had Doc, Shroud, Summit, all that, and everybody was like hyped for the game, and the thing that killed it was the servers were complete dog shit, and they crashed, and then it killed the game, and you know how it went. So the biggest thing that they need to do with this is make sure that they have stable servers and they have good FPS. Now, one of the guys working on ANAREA that I talked to, he said on high-end rigs, they're getting about 170 FPS on high settings with shadows on low, and then on low-end rigs, they're getting 90 to 100 FPS. Now, that's good FPS. That's very good FPS, as long as they also have stable servers. Now, that's a huge thing, too, so they'll have to, like, stress test majorly. That's one thing that I tried to get the Islands of Nine devs to do, and they would not do it, and you see how these servers went. Now, they've also announced these server locations and what servers they will have. They're going to have NA West and East, which it took H1Z1 how many years to get that? They're going to have South American servers, EU servers, Asia servers, and Oceanic servers. And that's another huge thing, is getting Asia to try the game, because you guys know as well as I do that we hated having cheaters, getting on the NA servers that were from Asia. That was a big thing in H1, but you also got to figure that Asia basically carried H1Z1's population on their back. If you went through a single game of H1, you would at least hear somebody at their peak, when the game was in its prime, you would at least hear at least one person saying ni hao and what was it, Tony Ma, all that shit like that. You would hear that constantly. Not to mention the Asians love skins, and they would buy the shit out of skins. If you went on the Asian server back when H1's peak, there were everybody running around in full TG outfits with like toxic gloves and pad ARs. They ball out, so they also help out the skin market a shit ton if they get into a game. And if I'm not mistaken, Asia also carried PUBG, but I never really got that much into PUBG, but I'm pretty sure they were a majority of the population of the PUBG players as well. I know thus far there's a shit ton of the H1Z1 community that are already watching this game. There's a lot of the big streamers that already follow it. I think T-Hump and Stormin already follow it. Not really sure if there's anybody else, but there's already a lot of big streamers watching this. I think Eric Triceps might also be watching ANAREA already. So, this is right up a lot of people's alley. It's just a arcadey battle royale that's point and click and pretty much just like H1, but hopefully it'll turn out well. Like I said, as long as they have a good launch and have stable servers with good FPS, I think they will do good. I've already pre-ordered the game. A lot of people have already pre-ordered the game, and we're looking forward to it, and it should be out by the end of this month. Not really in correlation to the game coming out, but I have quit my job this week also, so I will be back to streaming and playing the game pretty pretty often since, you know, that whole thing went down. So I'll make sure to keep you all up to date with any information that I am allowed to release, or any information that I get from the actual public Discord, or, you know, tweets in general. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like, go sub if you're new. I would really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.